Now, at this moment, we're still learning new details about the attempted assassination of former President Trump.
That's right. CBS News has learned that Trump had a private in-person meeting with Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle in Milwaukee on Tuesday. And this comes as the Secret Service is receiving plenty of criticism over security failures at the rally. New video shows the sniper team over Trump's left shoulder kind of blended in there with the tree line in just the moments before and during the shooting. This is the sniper team that killed the gunman. It's unclear if you can actually see them here firing the rifles.
And take a look at this video footage. It shows the gunman walking around the rally before carrying out the shooting. Sources familiar with the FBI and Department of Homeland Security briefing to lawmakers yesterday said the Secret Service was aware of a suspicious person with a rangefinder at the rally.
An analysis by our CBS News confirmed unit shows the sight line for the Secret Service counter sniper team that was closest to the shooter and that it could have been obstructed by a tree, as you see here. Now, that would have made it very difficult to actually see that gunman clearly.
Yeah, you see it highlighted next to us. Now, here's the official timeline. It was 5:51 p.m. when Pennsylvania police alerted the Secret Service about a suspicious person with a rangefinder. 1 minute later, the Secret Service alerted snipers and ground agents about him. And at 6:03, Trump began speaking.
Then at about 6:09, more people spotted the shooter. It was around this time that an officer saw the gunman on the roof and tried to engage him, but fell back from the roof. At 6:11, the first shots were fired.
CBS News correspondent Charlie DeMar has been covering this investigation for us. You see him there in Butler, Pennsylvania. Charlie, what more are we learning from this new video, this timeline that shows the sniper on a roof behind Trump?
Well, of course, all week there have been a lot of questions about the preparation, the security leading up to this event, and sources who were briefed by the Secret Service yesterday on the operations here say that walkthroughs of the grounds here in Butler, where the rally was held, happened as early as July 8th. We're also learning a lot more about the phone of the shooter. Of course, we've reported that the shooter had searched for images of President Biden, former President Trump, but we are getting new information that there was a screenshot of the online coverage of the July 13th rally actually saved on the shooter's phone. That was at about 6:01. Former President Trump started speaking moments later. Also an arrest photo of Ethan Crumley. If you remember, Crumley opened fire at a school in Oxford, Michigan, at a high school there back in 2021. And the FBI, they've been busy interviewing people, about 200 interviews so far, including the shooter's parents and sister. They described him as a loner, but said he was intelligent. From the people who the FBI have talked to, that is sort of the consensus of how they describe the shooter.
So, Charlie, as that investigation continues, I'm wondering if we're learning anything more that points towards a motive?
At this point, no. Again, we are getting a lot of information about the search history of the shooter, along with searching for the former president and President Biden. We know that the shooter looked up Christopher Wray, the FBI director, along with the dates for the Democratic National Convention. A lot of search terms, but again, nothing really pointing to a clear motive, at least at this point.
And meantime, Charlie, I know that you've been reporting on the massive impact this has had on everyone where you are, particularly the relatives of victims.
Yeah, this town is devastated, shaken up. There's a vigil and visitation for Corey Comparator, the firefighter who was killed at the rally. He was there with his family. It was reported that he shielded his family while attending this rally, that he was an avid former President Trump supporter. So there's been a number of events last night in the town where he was a volunteer firefighter. The community got together at the Speedway there for a vigil. There were friends who spoke. A chaplain spoke there. There were music, songs, candles lit in his honor. But obviously, this community trying to move forward as so many people, thousands of people, about 15,000 people, in fact, is what the Secret Service screened at this rally. We're here for a good time. They were here to see a presidential candidate give a speech to rile up his base to try and gain support here in Pennsylvania, and it quickly turned deadly.
I'm sure so many of them still in shock, as we all are. Charlie DeMar, thank you very much.
Thanks, Charlie.